Welcome to the channel.
I'm Petra.
I'm Kat.
Today we're talking about day 3.
Yeah. Yay, it's day 3 in Vancouver, and we had the most amazing morning. The sun was shining, so I was super excited. And the first thing that we did was meet our friend Karen and her daughter Alex for some coffee.
And then we met the nicest police officer on the planet who offered to take our picture, but we asked to have him take a picture with us instead.
So Petra's been talking about Granville Island, and I had no idea what it was. But I was super excited to go because she said we were going to get to take a boat ride. What kind of ferry did we take there? First of all, it was very bright and colorful, and it was called the Aquabus.
It was a really cool way to see a lot of things all at once. The Aquabus system actually has 8 stops all along False Creek where you can see and do a whole lot of things.
And what is False Creek? It is just part of the area that is around Granville Island.
So False Creek actually got its name because way back when they were naming it pre-colonially, they were naming it, and it was originally thought to be a creek, but it's actually an inlet. So they call it False Creek, but the real name is Burrard Inlet.
So Petra's been talking about Granville Island, and I had no idea what it was, which had so many cool things, and I loved it so much we could have spent hours and hours upon hours there. So many different places to shop, so many different places to eat, so many food choices. And then there were these farmers market type areas that had the most amazing fruit, and there were meat counters, just all sorts of things.
So Granville Island was actually started back in the 1970s, and at the time it was just, well, the locals referred to it as an industrial wasteland. And over the time, they changed it into an amazing public space with all sorts of culture and heritage, maritime and industrial heritage. But now it has more than 50 food stores, including, as Kat said, fruit markets and meat and cheese and all sorts of baked goods. And there's a whole lot of other shops and arts. It actually encompasses over 300 businesses and employs over 3,000 people.
I'm pretty sure, because I did not get a new piece of jewelry today, is that we were only in Granville Island because of some sort of baked treat.
You are right. I have been talking about the famed Nanaimo bar since probably the day I met you, but in fairness, it is not actually baked. I needed to make sure that I got Kat a chance to try the famed Nanaimo bar. Okay,
That's what
so
it is.
it's 3 layers. It's coconut and graham cracker on the bottom. The middle layer is referred to as the yellow custard, but it's basically sugar and butter. And the third layer is chocolate, which is either a ganache or a glaze, which hardens. We actually tried 2 different ones because we needed to compare, and the winner was Laurel's.
And then we went to a different place called
Yaletown.
Yaletown.
So Yaletown is this really cool historic area, which again used to be warehouses and now is lofts and condos and full of restaurants and nightlife. We walked up the pier, and Alex and her mom Karen decided they wanted to go to a thrift store. So Kat and I went to find the nearest cool bar. So we had a really good time at the bar. We had the house drinks, which were phenomenal. The drinks were served to us by a young man named Laren, who was so much fun and actually happens to also be going to Australia. And after a nice little drink at the bar, Karen and Alex joined us, and we went to the restaurant where we were served by a lovely young lady named Raj, who is a businesswoman, and she's going to night classes and she's working at the restaurant. Meat was a completely vegetarian restaurant, which is hysterical because its name was Meat. I think it was that play on words that called us to it. At the end of the night, we parted ways with Karen and Alex and headed back to our hotel, where we had one last little stop at a Canadian institution known as Tim Hortons, which is a really fun donut place. and we went next door to our hotel and settled in for the night. And that's a wrap on day 3 of our
Big adventure!